Today in this video we are going to install Raspbian in Raspberry Pi 3B. Let's get started. First of all, you have to start by downloading this. So you just download the torrent and save it. Then after that, what you have to do is you have to use transmission or some kind of torrent application to download it. Let's add it. And let's wait for the peers to connect. Why you don't want to download the zip as it is because torrent is much more faster than downloading zip. So let's pretend that I do already have downloaded this. Let's open this and extract it. So one thing you can do is you can just extract this thing, and the other thing you can do is you don't want to extract this thing. Like both works, right? So the command to extract is unzip. So let's go there. So that is unzip -p. Then I will do 2019 Raspbian cluster here, and after that I do pipe it, then do a pb -s. I do know that for a fact that is 1.9 GB, so let's basically do maybe 2 GB, and let's pipe it again, and sudo dd off is equal to mmc blk0 that will be /deb in the devices mmc blk0. So why I am writing mmc blk0 is because I do actually have a card reader in my laptop, and that card reader appears as a real memory card, and Linux recognizes memory cards as MMC. So yeah, MMC and block 0, that means it is basically the first memory card. If you do have a different one or more memory card readers, then it will be MMC VLK0, MMC VLK1, like that. If you are using a USB card reader, for example, then you will be getting SDA or HDB or something like that. So you have to basically roll with whatever you have, like whatever you're getting, right? One note on how to find which one is a memory card is just by doing lsblk. I have inserted a 64 GB memory card, and 64 GB means is gigabyte, and if you do the calculations you can see that it is 59.6 GIB, which is 64 into 1000, that is MPs and KPs. Now bytes, now work the way out, that is 1024 divided by 1024 divided by 1024. Yeah, last I entered 5, I guess. Let's make it 4, and here you can see it is perfectly matching there. Yeah, and it is done now. Perfect. Now what I have to do is I have to sync it. So sync command basically says like flush out all the cache to disk. It is not necessary, but doing it is good. Now we have to mount the boot partition. So for mounting the boot partition you can use different commands, and also you can just go to File Explorer and mount it. The commands I do use is udisk control, and that is udixks ctl, mount, then -b, then whichever block it is, /dv/mmc blk0 p0 p1, or those kind of things. Or what I can do is I can just do a mount command, like sudo mount, and a mount point like mnt or something, right? So it basically depends on what you're doing. If you have a file explorer in hand, you can just use that. for instance. Right. So CMD line is good. Like I'm just saying, this is very important for you to know what is a CMD line. Actually, CMD line means what it will boot to, right? I mean, and also the partition, like what is the kernel parameters we are going to send. Here you can see that it is configured to automatically do a resize, and after it boots it will remove this line, and yeah, that is how it resizes. If you didn't know, right, it automatically resizes using that. Right. Now we have to do is we have to enable SSH. For that you need to touch SSH here, and after it is done, sync it, then go back, then eject it. Now it is safe to remove the memory card from your laptop. Now you have to remove the memory card from your laptop, and now insert it in the Raspberry Pi. So inserting now. My Raspberry Pi is pre-configured. Like not Raspberry Pi, the router is pre-configured to give Raspberry Pi a fixed IP address, that is 192.168.43.151. The default username is Pi. It will take some time to start. So yeah, please be patient. Not like me. Yes. And the password for this is Raspberry. Yeah, it is kind of slow now, I don't know, but it should be fine, I guess. I don't know if it is, doing some disk operations. Desktop is pre-installed, so I could in theory run desktop. I don't know if iostop is installed, but yeah, let's try it. Okay, so let's try reconnecting. Right now it should be faster, as it is already done everything, right? Between I am like exiting by control D'ing it, or you can type logout here, and it will log you out. I don't know why is it taking too much time, but yeah, the thing is, you kind of know now how to flash an OS into SD card. You can also type exit. It will also yield you the same result. Okay, and yeah, that is perfect. So this is how you install an OS in Raspberry Pi. Next video will be about how to install Arsenalx in Raspberry Pi. Currently I installed Raspbean, which is literally simple, like just reading an image from a image file to the memory card. So one more way you could kind of do it is by using GNOME disk. So if you have this, right, what you can do is you can just click on this, and you can do a you can click on this and you can do a restore disk image. The thing is, you should have the thing correctly selected, right? I mean, the which one you are trying to restore. They should be correctly selected. If not, you'll be basically killing your system if it is the root drive or something like that. So yeah, I guess that is it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, the other button also works. And yeah, stay tuned for more videos and please subscribe to my channel. And bye.